Hi guys, it's me and I am at 33 weeks. Wow, it's going by so quickly. It's going by really quickly. So I have some new symptoms that I'd like to share with you, and yeah, so let's get started. This week's kind of been, I won't say it's been miserable for me because I've actually done really, really well, better probably than last week, but it has brought on some new symptoms that have just kind of been a little overwhelming. I am recognizing more and more that I need more rest during the day and at night. I've been going to bed earlier with my son. If some of you follow my blog, I have been implementing a new sleep training method, which has worked wonderfully. He's taking naps, 2 hours a day on time and not crying, and he's sleeping through the night now. The night terrors have lessened, so it's been really, really nice. The whole household is getting a lot more rest. I'm still just as uncomfortable sleeping though. I'm having more and more trouble getting up, whether it's from sitting in a chair, being on the floor, just anything, getting out of bed. It's just really become really difficult, which I know I'm not that heavy, I know I'm not that big, but for me, what I'm used to, it's a huge change for me. I'm feeling lots and lots of movement from the baby. I keep reading all these things about how, oh, they're running out of room, you'll feel less movement. I feel more, if anything. She is so active during the day, it's so funny. And like sometimes I will get these movements and I would be more worried if I hadn't already had 2 children before this. But she will shake to the point where it feels like a dog shaking next to you, when they're wet or something. I'll feel that type of shaking movement all of a sudden, and it will just shake my whole body. It's the funniest thing. And I know some people, I've read, freak out about it, like, oh, is my baby having seizures, this and that. But I know that it's normal. My other kids did it too, and even after they came out, babies twitch and stuff because their nervous systems are still developing and everything. But so it's just really funny. So she's moving a lot. She also has a lot of hiccups, which my son had a lot of hiccups when he was in the womb, and then a lot of them after he came out. Every day he'd have hiccups. It was the craziest thing. And since she's so low down and her head's like in my, down in my pelvis, I feel the hiccups like little flicks in my butt. So that's been kind of weird. I can't lift anything over like 10-15 pounds. Anything that I do lift up, I just immediately feel pressure down there. I now see why people say you cannot lift over 25 pounds in your 3rd trimester, because it's just like I'll pick my son up who's 27 pounds and all of a sudden it's just like I feel her head down there just moving, just pressing really hard, and then like stuff comes out. So yeah, I will not be lifting anything heavy for the next few weeks because I don't want her to come too soon. See, I'm sleeping with my feet elevated these days at night. My husband keeps complaining because on top of my snuggle, 2 new pillows have found their way into our bed just to keep my knees and my legs elevated and separated because of my back, plus the fact that I am having major swelling in my calves and my ankles and my feet. So that helps me sleep throughout the night, but it's like, not only am I pushing my husband out with all these pillows, but when I go to the bathroom every hour, I have to like readjust all of them, so he's not too happy. I can hardly stay awake all day. Oh my gosh, I should be napping right now because my son is napping, but the reality is that I know that if I A, nap, I'm gonna feel like crap when I wake up. B, it's just like I'm afraid I won't wake up in time to pick up my daughter because I'm that tired. And C, I have a lot of stuff that I need to get done while he's sleeping. So my husband, bless his heart, comes home from work, and he takes over the kids and stuff, and I make dinner, he'll make dinner, and then I basically check out. I just am trying to get as much rest as I can now because I know I'm not going to get any later. My knees. Now, this is probably the scariest symptom that I've had, this is totally sciatic related. As you know, if you followed me from months ago, when I started having my sciatic pain really bad, it got at its worst when I was getting out of bed in the morning or standing up from sitting for long periods of time. My left leg would just give out on me because of a pinched nerve, and that's really common with sciatic issues. I'm at the point where towards mid to end of day, depending on how active I've been in the beginning of the day, twice I've been walking down our stairs, which are hardwood, and my leg has just literally given out on me, and I've had to catch myself on the railings. Luckily, we have a full railing down our wall and then a half one down the other part, or banister down the other part, which my husband installed when we put our child fence up or whatever. But the first time was so frightening because it was just, I wasn't holding on to a railing and I really caught myself. I almost went head first down, so that was really scary. After that, I started holding on to the railing more, and I'm glad I did that because about 2 days after that, I fell and landed on my butt. So, yeah, I really have to protect myself because my back is just really failing me. And it's a scary thing. Also, my belly has just been getting in the way. I run it into so many things. Like, I'm so happy this baby is so protected by all of my muscle and ligaments and my uterus and stuff because I swear it's not intentional. I catch every single counter in this house, table, dresser, piano, bench, anything. It just seems like my belly hits it. My son's been like using it as a punching bag. We've really had to work on him. I know he doesn't mean it. He's 2, but it's just like, I feel like this pregnancy is like the one that I've had to protect the most, even though it's probably been my easiest symptom-wise. But, oh man, so I'm glad she's in there protected. But, yeah. I'm either leaking throughout the day. I'm either leaking CM or pee. I know that sounds really gross, but sometimes I know it's like pee. Like, I've had to wear like a panty liner because the second she moves or pushes down more, stuff just comes out because it's just the pressure. My mom says it's completely normal, whatever, so I'm continuing my Kegels, but yeah, that's not fun. I'm having a lot of lower round ligament pain down here just because she's so heavy. She's gaining, I guess they're supposed to be gaining about 1.5 pounds a week until from now on. I, as you know, have a scale clock, so I knew exactly what time I weighed myself. Last night I weighed myself and I was exactly, I think it was at 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, it was. I weighed myself, and then this morning I weighed myself again at 10 in the morning. I hadn't eaten breakfast yet, which I know is bad, but I'm not hungry that early in the morning. But I hadn't eaten breakfast yet, and I gained 2 ounces just from sleeping. So, yeah, I definitely believe she's gaining a bunch of weight, but that I think has to do with a lot of my lower round ligament pain that I'm getting. Everything, including okay, so I'm falling asleep because I'm so tired, but not only that, my extremities are falling asleep. My hands, like, the second, I don't know, because you have all this increased blood flow and stuff, and I have pinched nerves and all of this bad sciatic pain, and there's pressure of the baby, like, vessels are getting cut off every once in a while, nerves are getting cut off, like my feet will just go to sleep all of a sudden, my hands will just fall asleep all of a sudden, my arms will just fall asleep all of a sudden, and now my vagina falls asleep. It is the craziest feeling. Like, imagine your hand, that feeling, that tingly feeling where you just want to like beat or shake your hand because it's fallen asleep. That's what my vagina is now doing. I think I mentioned this in my IKEA video, but if you don't follow some of my vlogs, yeah, I was walking around and just all of a sudden just fell asleep. So out here I'm just like kind of waddling because it's just like the weirdest feeling. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It just randomly falls asleep. It's like, I don't know. It's really weird. Which every single time I complain about it to my husband, he of course becomes a little bit of a perv and is like, oh, you want me to wake it up for you? And it's just like, yeah, probably shouldn't have shared that, but that's one of my new symptoms. I feel like my baby's gonna fall out. I have to wear my pregnancy belt whenever I'm going to be out of the house walking. If I know that I'm not going to be able to sit after at least 5 to 10 minutes just to take a break, I wear my pregnancy belt to kind of lift her up because she's just so heavy down there. And my mom and everybody else has said that I look like she is dropping, which is great because I want her to, because I'm 33 weeks and, it's going to be go time in less than 2 months. So she needs to start going down that direction. My neck, I don't feel like I'm gaining a huge amount. Like with my son, I gained 50 pounds. I was a lot bigger. My butt got huge, my legs got huge, my face got huge. I mean, everything got so big with my son. And, I went overboard because I was just so happy. I was married. We were so excited. I was in a different, different mindset than when I had my daughter, 5 years prior. So I kind of let myself go there. But I enjoyed that pregnancy to a certain extent, so I don't feel like I've gained, I know I've gained a lot of weight this pregnancy and it's, whatever, but I think it's mostly baby. I know my face has gotten bigger, my legs definitely have gotten bigger, but I don't really feel like a whole lot of other areas have gotten huge. My neck, on the other hand, has. Like, I noticed this because I wear this necklace quite often, and it's gotten shorter and shorter and shorter, and it's because my neck's getting thicker. So that's weird. I never really noticed that with my son, but that might have just been because I didn't wear as many necklaces back then. But yeah, so I didn't really know that would happen. I'm having a lot of headaches. I get these just random, just like all of a sudden, just lots of pressure in my head or my temples. So I try to drink water, I try to go to a dark room, that kind of thing. I do have seasonal migraines. Actually, usually they start hitting around fall or late spring. I get at least 2 a year, one in the spring, one in the fall, where I just am out. I start getting, I start seeing halos everywhere, I see flashes of light, I start vomiting uncontrollably, and I'm basically out for a good day and a half, just sleeping in bed with all the blinds closed, being uninterrupted. It's the weirdest thing. So I'm hoping that if I do get a seasonal migraine this year, which I know I probably will, that it either happens after the baby's born, so that way I can just kind of hide away with my daughter in my room. Because I know that if I'm already getting migraines now, I'm scared to see how much pregnancy would exacerbate a seasonal migraine that I usually get, because they're already really bad. So I've been getting little mini headaches, and I don't like to take drugs if I don't have to, so I haven't done anything about them. I just kind of try to just take it easy. I'm having issues with getting contractions. My Braxton Hicks have slowed down considerably since my cervix thinning scare. I think it's because I've been wearing my pregnancy belt more often, I've been drinking more fluids, and it's been getting cooler outside. But now it's to the point where when I'm driving, if I hit bumps, which where we live, we have a lot of bumps, or if somebody else is driving, the second I hit a bump, my stomach contracts. So yeah, if you were trying to go into labor, I suggest driving over a bunch of potholes. Newest cravings. I have been craving Capri Suns for some reason in the fruit punch flavor, and Frosted Flakes, which my husband always makes fun of me because it's like pure sugar, but I love them. Oh my gosh. I never crave them except for when I'm pregnant. When we went to Vegas, I was about 8.5 months pregnant with my son. I ate them every single morning when I was pregnant with him, when we were at the hotel, because they had those little mini boxes, you know. And I ate like 2 or 3 of them every day while we were there for the 2 weeks that we were there. And that is how it's become now. I bought a huge container full of them from Costco the other day, and I've been having them every day for breakfast. But the horrible thing is they give me terrible heartburn. So it's like, I know that I shouldn't eat them because they're going to give me heartburn, but at the same time, like, I want them so bad I can't stop myself. So yeah. And that's it for week 33. Not too exciting, just kind of like, I don't know. Oh, she's kicking me like crazy. Yeah, we're getting super excited. I mean, I'm feeling a lot less, you know, overwhelmed. I mean, I'm feeling still scared about a lot of things because we're not completely prepared, but I've kind of let go of a lot of the things that I'm worried about because there's just no point in worrying about them. And I just kind of want to enjoy these last few weeks of, you know, having her. Because again, this is my last pregnancy, and it's just, it goes by so fast. I can't believe I'm 33 weeks already, and I'm trying to really just enjoy these last few weeks. So my husband understands it, and he's been so great, you know, just helping me relax, helping me around the house, helping me be crazy, and, you know, letting me be crazy because he knows how much this means to me because this is my last baby, you know. So yeah, I'm trying to let go of all those, you know, the fact that we don't have everything for her yet, the fact that everything's not prepared, the fact that I'm freaking out of having 2 kids under the age of 3, you know. I'm just trying to let go of that because I know that I'm never going to be able to freak out like this again, and I just want to enjoy the last few weeks. So yeah. A lot of you have asked me how I cleaned my car seat. I will show you actually. Hold on, let me make sure I don't have anything else to say. Oh, okay. Wait, I do. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's invited me to their baby showers. I mean, that's crazy to me because I don't feel like, I don't know. It's really nice to know that that there are some people out there who think of me as a friend like I think of them as a friend. Because I think of you guys all as my greatest friends at this point because you've all been here. You know, some of you have been here since my first video ever went up, and great. I'm gonna get teary again. Good God. And it just means a lot to me that some of you think of me the same way that I think of you. You know, I have a tendency to get kind of attached to people because I just, you know, I have attachment issues. You all know that from my adoption and all that crap. But I need to stop saying crap. Sorry. My son's asleep. He's not in earshot. But, you know, it's just really nice that, I don't know, it's just really nice. And I really appreciate it. I've gotten about, I think, 5 baby shower invitations via Facebook, because you guys don't know my home address. I've gotten 2 in my P.O. box, which is really nice, just yesterday. And then I got another one in my mailbox from Ning in New York. And Ning, I wish I could be there. I really do. I'm sorry that I can't be, but obviously I can't get there. But, you know, I just really appreciate it. And even though I can't be there, it's just really nice to be thought of. So thank you for all the invitations. I do appreciate them, and I have received them. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to make a breastfeeding video after this, because I have had numerous people ask me and email me. I just got a more recent one yesterday, so I just figured I'll just do it now. I was going to wait until after the baby was born, but a lot of my friends have emailed, or friends, followers, you know what I mean, I call you guys all friends. But I've gotten a lot of emails from people who have just recently had babies, or have babies that are 2 months old who are struggling and have questions. So I was going to wait till the baby was born, but I guess I'll just do it now. So I will have that up hopefully today as well. I don't know before or after this video, but anyways, I'll show you how I clean my stroller and stuff. So yeah. Oh, I'll do a belly shot first. Okay, so hopefully you can see me, but this is my left side. I've given up trying to find shirts that fit all the way. This is my front side. This is my right side. And there we are. Okay, so I've had some people ask me about how I cleaned my car seat, which I have a Kiko travel system. We got it brand new from Babies R Us when we were expecting my son. We weren't planning on having more than 1 child at that point, so I don't know why. I just love green, so we didn't pick this color because it was gender neutral, but we picked this color because I loved green, and his theme was green and browns. So yeah, this is the travel system that we picked, the green one. They actually still sell it, I think. But this was the car seat that came with it. These pads right here, these actually come out really easily, and this one right here is just velcroed in, and that's just for the infant stage. We actually kept it in here for not that long because he grew pretty quickly. And then yeah, so this whole thing comes out. Like, these things snap out. There's like little attachments everywhere. It doesn't look like it comes off, but the whole thing comes off. So does this. This whole thing comes off too, the canopy. It's just got buttons. So look really closely at your car seat, because I know a lot of women were asking me how I cleaned it because they didn't think that they could take theirs apart, but there is a way to take it apart. It just takes some work and some elbow grease. But I removed the whole thing, and this is the cleanest it's been since we bought it, because my son spit up on everything. I mean, he was a terror. So yeah, I sprayed it down really well with Dreft and soaked all of the headpieces and like these gray parts because they were really stained. I soaked it, or not soaked it, but I let it sit with Dreft on it for a good, I think, 2 hours, and then I threw them in the wash on hot for with the free all in clear, the free and clear all whatever wash that I use on all the baby clothes, and actually all of our clothes now. And then I just let them sit out to dry, and yeah, so that it wouldn't shrink anywhere. And then I just put it back on, and it turned out really well. I'll take you down because some of you wanted to see the stroller that we did. Sorry, I'm saying that often. Whew, out of breath. We're actually storing it in here now. Look, I cleaned the laundry room. Remember how I told you guys in my IKEA vlog that was something we were doing on Sunday? Clean. Well, my areas are clean. My husband's area, however, is still a stinking mess, but it's not gonna focus. I don't know what is wrong with my camera these days, but anyways, so we are now storing it in here until baby comes. We have another smaller stroller, and I refuse. We are gonna use that one for Wyatt because I refuse to get this one dirty because I just spent like forever cleaning it. So this thing, hold on, opens like that really easily with one hand. But I wiped down all of these areas with, hold on. I wiped down all of the plastic areas with Clorox wipes, and then I re-wiped them down with water and towels just to make sure all the residue is off. Even though the baby's not going to touch it, I don't know, I still did that. And then I didn't mess with the canopy because the canopy is in pretty good condition. It didn't get dirty at all from all of our use. And then the back I left too. I just wiped out that bottom part again with Clorox wipes, but this came really clean. We've had this and used it too for, you know, we used it all throughout. I mean, we still use it technically. And then this stuff all actually snaps off. So I not tore, but you know what I mean. I really worked hard to get this thing off. And actually after I got it off, it really wasn't hard. Whew, it really wasn't hard to find out how to put it back together. So I wiped everything down, and then again I just sprayed all of these gray parts with Dreft to let it soak for 2 hours, and then I threw it in the wash, and then I let it line dry, and then I put it back on. So all of this is pretty clean. This whole thing detaches, and we just threw this in the dishwasher, and yeah, it looks basically brand new. And I'm glad I learned how to take it apart, because this means I can resell it after the baby girl's done with it, or give it away, or do something with it. But yeah, oh, these are just balloon from when we went to the fair. But yeah, so I think it's in pretty good shape. It looks actually better than it did when we bought it, because, well, no, it doesn't look better, of course, but it looks just as nice. But yeah, so we're keeping that down here because I don't want the little boy to ruin it and me have to clean it again before she gets here. So that is what we're doing. But anyway, so yeah, I will talk to you guys all later for my, well, I don't know. I'm going to make my breastfeeding video, so I will see you somewhere in the vlog world or on Facebook. So thanks. Oh, a lot of you were asking me how I am going to be updating my delivery. I will be posting pictures on Instagram throughout the whole experience, and then I will also be updating my Facebook fan page. So if you're not my fan, you can go over there, and that will be updated as frequently as I can or my husband can. So I will try to keep you guys all in the loop, and of course I will take some video and stuff and post that when it's, you know, closer. But yeah, I want you guys all there. You guys all deserve to be there because you've just been so great. So I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.